Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are coming to you. This is Ron Valtier, and I'm live in the booth, and I'm joined by my very special friends who have one thing to say.
Welcome to Sonoma Raceway, round 5.
So we are live. This is round 5, and this is the United States Touring Car Championship, and we're coming to you from Sonoma Raceway. We have a very heated battle coming up for you this afternoon. We have touring cars racing, we have GT cars, and we have sportsmen. 3 different classes. We have 30 minutes, and we are going to go for an all-out shootout. Last week we had a 2.5-hour enduro where we saw cars break, we saw heartache, and we saw some triumph as cars came across the line. Today we have a couple cars who have recovered and have repaired some of their stuff, and it looks like they're going to be going back racing. They are going out for their formation lap at the moment, and we are looking for a green flag. And what makes this race unique is that they're going to start from a standing start. So they're going to take their formation laps, they're going to get around, they're going to form up on the grid, and then they're going to wait patiently. If that's a thing that race car drivers can do, most can't, but they got to wait there, they got to hold that position, and they got to wait for that flag to drop, and at which point they're going to go. It's probably the single most exciting aspect of this racing with the touring cars is that getting off that line, getting a clean start, and getting whatever position you can is what makes this thing. So they got to be heads up, watch the flag, and pray that they don't stall the car and get a clean launch. And again, we're looking for clean racing for the next 30 minutes in this sprint race format. So we can see them coming around. Their pace car has his lights out, I believe. And lights out can only mean one thing, that we are that much closer to going racing, and we are going to be live in just a few minutes as we see the pace car coming around turn. And they are setting up for the grid. And again, Doug Makishima in the ARG BMW M3 is lining up, and right outside of him is the Camaro Mustang, the number 43 of Ehsan Farkhondeh, and followed closely by the Fox Body. We got the green flag up. We are racing. We are green, 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 green. And it looks like we have a car stalled out on the, it looks like the Camaro of Ehsan got a really bad start, and it allowed Doug Makishima to run right away as he heads up turn 2. And then we have followed by the Fox Body Mike Donahoe in the Mustang, and I don't know if he's got anything, but it looks like everybody got through the first corner really cleanly. And we are followed by the touring cars. So we have GTs out front, Doug Makishima, followed by the Mustang, and it looks like he is gone. He's got 30 minutes, and I think he's going to take advantage of every one of those minutes, and he's just going to pull away. And we are followed by a real tight, close racing here as we come back. And I believe we have the, if we can see if we can get it, but we have a Hyundai Genesis, and I believe that's Ali Arsham in the 33 as he's making a look. He's looking on the inside, and I think he's going to try to make a move. Yes, he is. He's going on the outside of the Mustang as they drag race into turn 7. Hard brakes. I think he's got the inside. He's got it. He has got it. He is moving. He is on the outside, and he is going. Hammer down. Let's see if he can make any distance and if he can close the gap to the front-running Doug Makishima in the ARG. So we have go-go gear, and he is followed by the Ford Mustang of Mike Donahoe. And I believe we are looking at the number 43 Camaro, who is looking like he lost his position, but he's getting it back as he's gaining on the Mustang. As the rest of the field comes chasing in, we have the back of the pack, and it looks like we have a mid-pack race going on, and we have another diving, and it looks like Larry Bani just put a move down. I don't know who it is. We can't really see it from here, but it looks like it's Reza Arsham, and Larry Bani just put a move. No, Reza wants that position back. He's fighting for it as they come around turn 11, start-finish line. Larry Bani is not giving it up. He is right on his tail, and he is moving. Larry's driving in an older E36 BMW, but just because it's older doesn't mean that it isn't well hooked up. It's got a perfectly 50-50 balance. He's got a lot of work done to it, and it looks like he is definitely he wants to be a contender, and I don't know, but yes, he is definitely making moves, and they are all locked together. as they come around down turn 4, and there is a pack, and they are all locked together, and it looks like the pack, and it appears that he's followed really closely behind by Ferreira and his BMW, who's also running a touring car, and he's followed up closely by Andy Chittum racing his MX-5. And it looks like we have cars jockeying. They're going too wide as they come down the chute. And they are nose to tail as he gets a clean run coming out on the exit. And yes, he's got it, but Ali's not letting it go. He's hanging on the outside. He's on the outside. He's got it. The Camaro with just that V8 power. The Hyundai Genesis has the V6 power. It's not really a race, but it is a race because they all handle differently.
Watch the show that's about real car builds, road trips to meet real legends, real garage projects, real tool reviews, and lots of real fun along the way. Watch Real Garage with Andy. Just visit YouTube and search for Real Garage with Andy.
And we're back. Looks like it's Reza who made a move on the Mustang, as well as the M3 who's coming up, and the M3 is followed closely by Andy Chittum. And Andy Chittum is a well-experienced driver. He's driving that MX-5, and he's running in touring car, and he's making a good show. So we can go back and we can talk about Doug Makishima. It looks like he is just checked out, and he is just gone. He is in a race of his own with clean air and nothing in front of him and nothing behind him. And he is followed closely by the GT car of Ehsan, and he is racing that Camaro. And again, he is followed by the Ali Arsham in the Go-Go Gear 33, and he is followed by Larry Bani, also in his Hermes E46 BMW. The track has opened up, and cars are spread out, and again, they have 30 minutes. So we have the back markers coming out, and we can give a few moments. We have Tom Lepper in the Honda Civic, followed by Tom Milburn in the Acura RSX, and we have Michael McCulligan in his Honda Civic, and he is followed by Tim Hunter in the 73 Volvo C30, which is a beautiful T5 car. So coming up over the top of the hill, again, we can come over to turn 3 as we can see some development happening. We have the M3, and he is followed closely by Reza Arsham, and it looks like they are battling up at the top of the turn 4, and they are coming down the chute, and it's a 3-wide battle, and it looks like we have Andy Chittum in his Mazda MX-5 as he's coming around turn 5, and they're going to be making their way up to the corkscrew, and let's see if they can close out any of the distance. He is closing in, and it looks like he is trying to make a move on Ali Arsham, and I think he can probably make it happen as he's getting a good run out of the carousel. But coming across that turn 7, that's a long straightaway, and that's not really well suited for that naturally aspirated 2-liter 4-cylinder engine in that Mazda Miata. So as we come back around, we can see the 33 of Ali Arsham running away, and he's followed closely by Larry Bani in the number 5 E46, and he's followed by the number 9 of Ferreira in his M3. And it looks like we have a pretty well spread out field, and I think we are going to see where the cars are running. But it looks like Doug Makishima is running out front, and again, in a world of his own, a class of his own, he is just pulled away, and I don't think there's anybody who can take it to him. But I think from what we can see that Ali is definitely going to want to try to make that up. But the distance and the differences between the car, Doug's driving a GT M4, and he is followed by a touring car V6. A lot of preparation, a lot of changes, but there is a power to weight, and you know how that works. So now we're back, and let's see what we can pick up. And we are picking up Tom Milburn coming up turn 2. As we go to a replay, I believe. And there we have it. Oh, my God. We have Andy Cheatham just made the pass on the Hyundai. So the MX-5 made a pass on Reza Arsham, who's driving the number 31 Hyundai Genesis. So Andy Cheatham is one to never ever let things go. He's usually a front runner, and as we can see today, he is on a flyer. He qualified third today in qualifying, so the third fastest car coming from a naturally aspirated NZ Miata. It's big news. It's great racing. A very experienced competitor. So as we can come back over and we can see where we can pick up, we have Tom, and it looks like we have the C30 of Tim Hunter, who's coming up on a slower car, and I believe he just made a pass on Michael McCulligan as they're coming around turn 7, and they're going to be coming down the chute, and it looks like Michael McCulligan, who's an experienced racer, is going to try to keep up, and he's going to take the battle to Tim Hunter, because I don't believe Michael McCulligan is going to want to let that go. And they are following each other through turn 9 as we come back over, and let's see if we can pick up any other action coming along. And we do. We have the cars of Nicky Arsham as Doug Makishima is making his way through the pack. He is lapping cars coming down as he just makes a pass down on Nicky Arsham, who's driving the 32 Hyundai Civic. And he just walks right away, and he's followed closely by the number 43 Camaro. And we were hoping for a good race to check that out, but as we remember, at the start of the race, it looks like he slipped the clutch or slipped a gear, or I'm not sure what happened, but he had a really bad start, which cost him, and it put his lap times down, or it put his position way down, and he's going to struggle very hard to see if he can catch it. And unless Doug Makishima makes a mistake, which Doug generally doesn't, I don't think, I think he might be settled in for turn 2, or for 2 position, as he is also coming up on the back leaders. As Doug is also making a move, we can see him coming up on Miriam Enkel, and she is driving the Gary's Airbag. That's her main sponsor on that E46 BMW. She's a racer who's been racing for several seasons, very experienced, a very clean racer. As Doug makes the pass, as they come down on turn 4, he gets her on the inside. It looks very clean, and he is off to racing, and it looks like she gave him a lot of room, and it made that pass really easy for Doug. And again, now we're coming back over, and it looks like the 43 just made a pass. And again, he has made the pass on Nicky Arsham as he is moving his way, and he is definitely trying to claw his way back up to Doug. And let's just see if Doug can get bobbled up in traffic anywhere, and we can see if we can maybe get a close race to the finish.
Watch the show that's about real car builds. Road trips to meet real legends. Real garage projects. Real tool reviews. And lots of real fun along the way. Watch Real Garage with Andy. Just visit YouTube and search for Real Garage with Andy.
And we're back. And it looks like Tim Hunter was able to make his race. He said he was experiencing some troubles earlier. He was having a hard time putting it down. He had a bad weekend. He ran out of fuel at the last 2.5 hour race we had 2 weeks ago, but I think he's got it all fixed now. He had a radio problem which caused him to run out of gas, and he also had some overheating problems, and it looks like he's overcome that by walking away from Michael McCulligan. And Michael was driving a sportsman class, and Tim Hunter is driving in the touring car, so it's a difference in preparation and a level. As Doug Makishima makes his pass, and he is climbing and he is working his way back over, and he's going to see if he can put any more of these anybody in front of him, he's going to put him a lap down. So we can go back over your leaderboard. We have Doug Makishima running in first place. We have Ehsan Farkhondeh, who's in the 43 Camaro GT. He's running in second, and he's followed by Ali Arsham in third place. And it looks like Ehsan in the Camaro just set the fastest lap at a 1:44. And he's definitely looking like he is serious. He really wants to take it to Doug, but he's got to pull some more out. I don't know. Maybe he can find some wings or Red Bull. He's going to need something. We have 13 minutes into this race. We have another 18 minutes to go. And again, we have a sprint race. So it appears that we have Larry Bani, who's coming up, and it looks like he's trying to make a pass on Reza Arsham, who's driving the 31 Hyundai Genesis of Go-Go Gear. The former teammates who are now competitors as they chase each other as they come up turn 7 into a braking zone, which Larry is making the move on the inside. Larry's looking for two people. He got one. No? Reza just made his way through. He passed Nicky, driving the 32 Honda Civic, and he is followed closely by Larry, who wants a piece of that. I think he wants a podium there in the touring car, and he has to get around Reza in order to make that happen. So we can look at the cars because this is a battle for position here. Larry Bani is looking for that first place in touring car, and he is chasing the Honda Genesis. They're coming around the start-finish line as they're going to make their way up on turn 2, and we're going to see if there's any differences in power, in setup, and see what advantages and disadvantages as Larry's trying to probe and see if he can make his way. He is following him very closely, and that's Ali Arsham right up ahead of him. And they are coming over to the top of turn 3. Ali looks like he just had a bubble as he's trying to keep it together. Larry's applying the pressure. And there he is. They're coming down turn 4 into turn 5, coming across through the carousel. He's on the outside. I don't know if Larry can actually put this through. And then right up ahead, he's got a little bit of lap traffic. So if Larry can position this right, he can run away with it and get by. He can use Ali as he comes up into turn 7, and I think that's where he's going to collect the traffic. And Larry was trying that move earlier, but we don't know if he can actually pull it off, but it looks like he's going to give it a try. And there he goes. He's setting up the run. It looks like he's got some speed. Ali goes wide. Larry tucks up behind, and he falls and he tucks into, and it looks like Ali's going to hold on to his position in first place as he follows, and he's followed closely by Larry Bani. And again, as we can see right up ahead of Ali, he's got to navigate around Miriam and hope that she doesn't hold him up at any 1 second. And oh my God, we have Tom Milburn, who just went off at the exit of turn 1, and it looks like he is stopped and stalled, and that's a very bad spot. This could bring out the yellow flag, and hopefully it doesn't bring out the double yellows. And we don't want to see a yellow flag. We don't want to see this race finish under yellow. But he is in a very bad predicament, very bad space. And we're just waiting to see if we get a white flag safety vehicle. But other Tom Milburn in his Hyundai, or the Acura. Oh, it looks like he's up and moving. He got it started. I think he's just burying himself deeper. At this point, I think maybe he should just hold in the car, wait for the safety vehicle, and just see what the corner workers and the marshals have to say. And we're going to see if we can monitor the radio, and we'll see if we have any word from safety to see what's going on with them. But it looks like for now we just have a localized yellow, and the rest of the track has gone green, so maybe he's in a good spot and they're going to leave him. He is far enough off the racing line. He's well off into the track, so maybe I think they're going to leave him here for the next 15 minutes, and that's what we want to see. We don't want to see this go under double yellow. And there we have it. We have a white flag out. White flag out. And I believe we have the final lap coming out. If that's the white flag, it is waving. As Doug Makishima is still out front, and he's still following by Ehsan, Farkhondeh, and he is followed closely by Ali in his Hyundai Genesis, and he's followed by Larry Bani and Ferreira, who just made a pass on Miriam as he's lapping the lap traffic down in Sportsman, and it looks like Andy Chittum is holding his position, and he's going to come up on Miriam as well, and he's going to, looks like he might be catching her up there at the hairpin as he comes around turn 11. And Larry it appears that Larry Bani did get around Ali Arsham. We missed the action there. I'm not sure when that happened, but he got around, and now he's making the move on Hunter. So Larry Bani just got around for position, and now he's running first place in touring car, and he's followed by Ali Arsham, who's also looking to make that pass on Tim Hunter, who makes it easy, goes out wide, gives Ali plenty of room because he doesn't want to hold up the touring car that's not in his class. And that's the thing about touring cars. Multi-class racing, we got GTs, we got sportsmen, and we have touring cars. 3 levels of preparation. But the drivers are all the same. We put our helmets on and we get angry and we just want to go. And we have the checkered flag out. Doug Makishima takes the checker. He's in first place. And there we have it. We have a quick end to a quick race, which we all knew was going to happen. It was a very, very short one. And we have the safety vehicles coming out. They're going to collect them up. And too bad for Tom. He was looking for a real good result today. And unfortunately for him, he just didn't get it. So here we are. And thank you for joining us here at Sonoma Raceway. And this was round 5 of the United States Touring Car Championships. And overall, it was a very clean race. No accidents, it was very clean racing. And this is what we like to see. So thank you everybody for joining us here at the Sonoma Raceway, which we have just finished the ending conclusion of round 5. This is Ron Valtiera signing off.
Folks, this is Sonoma Raceway speaking. There was a rabbit trying to go over the fence at Sonoma Raceway. Yeah. Thank you for listening to the channel.